That's it, we're sorted. That sounds a lot better. Gentlemen, you are Barrel Fever. Good morning and welcome, sorry for that, to Beverley FM.
Morning. Thanks for having us, Andy.
No trouble at all. Guys, I understand you met in a very interesting way a number of years ago. Do you want to share that story with us?
Well, Jim used to come into an hotel I was working at and used to bombard me with all these songs that he'd written and asked me to help him finish them off, etc. And we needed a guitarist. And I said, we need to bring the songs to life, and lo and behold, Marcus walking to the laundrette. Jim chases after him, goes into the laundrette with his acoustic guitar and announces himself and says, I'm a singer-songwriter. And he said, we need a guitarist. Do you like our songs? And it started from there.
That's an amazing story. So Jim, let's go around. So it's Chris, James and Marcus.
Yeah.
James, an unusual story really. Tell us a little bit more. I mean, obviously that story of how it happened. Yeah. But was there what's happened before that kind of thing? When you were...
So when I was young, my dad used to be an insurance guy. He used to go on calls, and I used to sit in his car, listening to all of all of his tapes, Buddy Holly, Elvis Presley, anything with a melody in, and I used to try and reword them, and just change the melodies a little bit. And then as I grew older, I decided to kind of, try and write my own, and just develop from there really.
I can associate with the insurance bit. My dad did the same.
Yeah.
And it's one of those where you had a lot of time when they were on calls and obviously doing business, where you were sat there listening to whatever was in the vehicle.
Definitely, yeah.
And for yourself, Marcus, getting to know these guys as well.
Yeah, it's been a long journey, hasn't it? So 20 years almost of we're going to do it, and just sort of waiting in the wings really to do this record. Promises of we're going to get you the song soon, we're going to do it, we're going to need you, and then finally, last year we just got an email with all these songs on, and it's time to finally make it happen.
How does that feel for you when there's been so many promises and so many stalls along the way, to actually get that material in front of you and think, wow, here we go?
It has been such a long process, if you let time go by, as you know, it just flies. And the years went on, and Jim's kept saying, can you have a look at this, finish this, do this, I've got this, do this. Phrasing all the songs, everything. And then it just all fell into place where I thought to myself, I want to do something, I'm bored. And basically, every Sunday for the last year, we've been in this studio down at Ulysses Records on Park Ave. I just went and knocked on his door and just said, my name's Chris, this is James, I want to make this record. And when I'd had, some really good positive reviews about this guy, and he was a great drummer. He just said to us, I want to play the drums, I want to play piano on it, and it's just absolutely snowballed on there. So basically went in there. Marcus had experience in studios before, he'd been in different bands before, and they've been pretty successful. And then when we went in, me and James didn't have a clue. Sat down, but with this guy from Ulysses Record, Dave Bradfield, he made it so easy for us, and he loved the songs, and we loved them, so we was on a winner straight off. And then it started to go into production, and then it hasn't stopped since, a year on, and we're hoping for it to be out around about the end of March time. The single's out now, and we've just had so many good reviews, and for some guys in the 40s like us, never's never. It's just been fantastic. It's been a great experience, and especially working with these two, it's effortless for me. I mean, we have our ups and downs, don't get me, like any bands do, and with the producer guy, because he's so knowledgeable, he's so experienced, and he's just put us at ease. So it's been easy for us, and it's been good fun, yeah. And I'm glad I did it, because if I hadn't done it, it'd been a big regret.
It's one of those things where it's like it's the wrong term to use, but bucket listing that you really want to do. I mean, you get a lot of musicians coming in. And we live in a world nowadays, don't we, where people expect that instant gratification. The programme I talked about a little earlier on the programme, the X Factor. You guys have built a foundation to work from, and you know each other, you know how it works, and there's all that experience coming into it, and that will come in your music as well.